I never would have thought I'd end up loving this unit. Hello and thank you for clicking on this video where I'll be talking about the Hiby W32. Was there a W3 version 1? I honestly do not know. Comment below and let me know if you know it exists. This is a $50 Bluetooth DAC amp dongle, and before we talk about it, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Hiby for sending this unit in exchange for my honest feedback. However, as always, all thoughts and opinions are my own. If you've been enjoying my content, do consider helping me out by hitting that like and subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. You've probably already seen the unboxing through the intro, and there's nothing much to it as it comes with the unit itself and a USB to USB-C cable for charging. As for the design of the dongle itself, there are two color options, black and it's listed as yellow on the website, but it's actually more of a cream color, which honestly looks really nice. You've got the USB-C port on one side, a single-ended 3.5mm output, power button and volume controls, and something that should be on all dongles, a shirt clip. Thank you, Hiby. Take note, every single dongle maker out there. It really helps with the whole dongle dangle when you're connecting it to your phone, and since this has a microphone as well, clipping this on your shirt helps with the proximity of it and also just helps with not having to pull your cables from its own weight. There's a bit of Mr. Doodle-like design at the front of it with a plastic screen over. All in all, it's relatively portable and it feels and looks really light and fun, which is a nice change from what you typically see on a dongle. For the app experience, you have to download Hiby Blue, which is a different software to the Hiby music player. I know that's already one too many, but once you've downloaded that and connected to the Hiby W32, once it's connected, it'll list out some features. It'll show you what codec it's using with the battery life, Bluetooth connectivity strength. You can toggle LED lighting, which we'll explore more on different lighting shortly. You can toggle the fine W3, which I don't find particularly useful as it doesn't produce any sound. It just flashes red and blue, and with this small LED lighting, the chances of you noticing this if you do drop this is quite difficult and almost pointless to have this feature, but at least it's there. Car mode feature comes on after you've downloaded the software upgrade. Again, more on that later. You can adjust channel balance, volume adjustments, upgrade, disconnect, and there's also a 5-band EQ, but the frequency stays as what they've set for you, and unfortunately you can't change that. You can reset it if you want to, and if you don't feel like customizing EQ, there are 8 other presets to choose from, and it's really great to have this much customizability on a portable dongle. And I'm not sure if other dongles have it, but from the ones I have so far, it doesn't, and thus this app experience pushes the W32 experience over the others and takes it to another level. So just running through some of its button controls and features, the on-off button also acts as a pause and play button, answer or reject phone calls. Holding it for 5 seconds will have it enter Bluetooth pairing mode. Volume button also acts as a forward or previous track button if you long press it. There's also an NFC for quick connection to Bluetooth. For LED lighting, if it flashes red, means it's low on battery. Charging it to full will have it on static red. If it's blue, it means Bluetooth connection is successful. Red and blue flashing means it's in pairing mode, and it's also the lighting mode for finding W3 feature. If it flashes green, it means it's playing at a sample rate of 44 to 48 kHz, and if it's white, it's from 88 to 192 kHz. It supports up to Bluetooth 5.2, all the high-res Bluetooth formats. It does phone call denoising, which I'm not sure how it'll sound if you're on the other side of the call, but here's how it sounds when I'm using it as a voice recorder. And this is the microphone test using the Hiby W32 clipped to the collar of my shirt. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. And this is the microphone test using the Hiby W32 clipped to the sleeve of my shirt. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. So talking about the car mode feature, which you'd have to update the software on the W32 through the Hiby app for this feature to appear in the app. Although if you already have a car that you connect with Bluetooth already, then this feature almost seems moot. If you think of how this feature is useful for you, Do let me know in the comment section down below. Of course, having these much features does come with its compromise. The fact that it has only one single-ended 3.5mm output. However, I think with its size and battery life, having another termination might require either a bigger battery, which means this form factor won't be as compact, or the battery life will be compromised. Also, 10.5-hour battery life is not too bad, but you do have to remember to charge it after a day or two of usage, depending on how you use it. Otherwise, it just goes back to being a regular dongle, which isn't a bad thing, but the Bluetooth feature is what adds to the W32's experience. I'm pretty sure somewhere down the line we'd be able to have 4.4mm on Bluetooth with longer battery life, but for now, this will do. Also, in terms of output power, it outputs up to 95 milliwatts, which seems comparable to dongles at this price range, but still coming behind the likes of FiO's dongles. For example, the FiO KA13 puts out at about 170 milliwatts on the single-ended 3.5mm output, but the Hiby comes in slightly more powerful than the 3.5mm Moondrop Dawn, which has about 89 milliwatts output. Testing it on most IEMs, the Hiby W32 has a ton of headroom space. I'd say about 30 to 40% left. So using it on a very power demanding IEM such as the Fat Freak Maestro Mini, I can get it to about 80 to 85% volume on my phone, so it's got enough power to give it volume, and it seems to drive it sufficiently as well, though I still would use a 4.4 with the Maestro Mini. I know volume doesn't equate to properly driving an audio gear, but at least you won't be wishing there was more volume from your IEMs when connected to the Hiby W32. In terms of how it sounds, honestly, if you're comparing it with other dongles at this price range, the differences are really difficult to discern. I somehow lean towards the higher powered dongles for sound preference, but the fact you're able to listen to your IEM in a wireless type setting could potentially replace the need for a budget wireless headphone, because your IEM is simply going to sound that much better compared to that. Of course, that's depending on which IEM you choose to accompany your Hiby W32, but whatever it may be, the W32's got your back. So to put it all to a close, I honestly ended up liking this dongle a lot more than I thought I would, and at the end of the day, there's just something freeing about not having to have wires dangling from my phone, and this makes me curious about the Bluetooth IM adapters. However, compared to something like the iFi Go pods, the Hiby W32 is definitely a cheaper alternative, which offers you a dongle experience with a little bit of extra features to make it unique to its own, and is something that can be easily recommended for anyone looking for a budget, portable dongle that also has a Bluetooth feature. What a fun experience. With that all said, that concludes my experience with the Hiby W32. Once again, thank you to Hiby for this opportunity and to all of you for watching. Until the next experience, take care and happy listening.